I never thought I'd be the type of man telling a story like this. You grow up believing that if you work hard, stay loyal, and love someone deeply, they'll give you the same in return. That's what I believed about my wife. For years I thought we had a happy marriage. We laughed together, we dreamed together, we built a life side by side. At least that's what I thought. Started small. I noticed her being on her phone more often, always smiling at messages that weren't mine. I brushed it off, told myself I was overthinking, that she deserved her privacy. She started going out more, saying it was with friends from work. And again, I gave her the benefit of the doubt. Because that's what trust is, right? You give the person you love the freedom to live their life, never suspecting that freedom would be used against you. The night that changed everything started like any other. She said she was going out for dinner with the girls. I stayed home, cooked myself something simple, and tried to distract my restless mind with TV. Hours went by, and I felt that familiar ache in my chest. Something told me I should be worried, but I silenced it. I told myself she's my wife. She wouldn't betray me. Then, just past midnight, I heard the door unlock. She came in, not tired like someone who had been catching up with friends, but glowing. Her cheeks were flushed, her eyes sparkling, and she was humming under her breath. She looked happy. Happier than I had seen her in a long time. I watched her quietly as she slipped off her heels and set her purse down. I wanted to believe she had just had a fun night with friends, but my gut screamed otherwise. That glow on her face. It wasn't the kind you get from casual laughter. It was the look of someone who had just been cherished, adored, touched. I asked her softly, "Did you have a good time?" She froze for just a second, so quick most people would have missed it, but I saw it. That flicker of guilt in her eyes before she plastered on a smile and nodded. "Yeah, it was great. Just dinner, nothing special." But something in me cracked at that moment. I couldn't pretend anymore. So I asked her directly, "Was it really dinner with your friends? Or was it him?" The color drained from her face. She stammered, tried to deflect, but the silence between us was louder than any excuse she could come up with. That's when I knew. I didn't need her confession. Her silence was enough. I can't explain the pain that washed over me in that instant. It felt like the air had been sucked out of the room. The woman I had trusted with my whole heart had given her happiness to someone else. She had gone out on a date with another man. And she came home smiling. Not even ashamed. Not broken with guilt. Just happy. And I realized then, I hadn't been her source of joy for a long time. I sat there staring at her, my chest tight, my hands trembling. 1,000 memories flashed before me. Our wedding day, the nights we stayed up talking about the future, the quiet mornings when she'd rest her head on my shoulder. And now, all of it felt like a cruel illusion. She finally spoke, whispering, "I didn't mean for it to happen, but he makes me feel alive." That sentence cut deeper than anything else. He makes me feel alive. As if I had been nothing more than a safe harbor, while she went searching for storms. I didn't yell. I didn't curse. I just sat there numb. Because sometimes heartbreak doesn't explode. It sinks quietly into your bones, leaving you hollow. That night I didn't sleep. She went to bed, leaving me on the couch, staring at the ceiling, asking myself where I went wrong. Was I not enough? Did I miss the signs? Or was this just who she really was all along? In the days that followed, she tried to talk, tried to justify, even suggested maybe we could work through it. But how do you work through betrayal? How do you rebuild trust when the person you loved most looked happiest in someone else's arms? Eventually I made my choice. I let her go. Not because I stopped loving her, but because I finally loved myself enough to walk away. Looking back now, I realize something important. Sometimes the cruelest betrayal isn't just the act of cheating. It's watching the person you love come home glowing from someone else's affection. That's when you know the version of them you loved is gone. I won't pretend it doesn't hurt. Probably always will. But I also know this pain won't define me. One day I'll find peace again. One day, I'll look back and thank myself for having the strength to let go of someone who didn't value me. And if you've ever been in my shoes, if you've ever felt that hollow ache of betrayal, then know this. Your worth doesn't diminish because someone failed to see it. Sometimes losing them is the first step to finding yourself.